Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to another Total War time-lapse video. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has been dropping likes and comments on the previous ones. The series has gone down really well and it's a lot of fun to go ahead and to make. It is very time consuming, but you know, if you guys keep on dropping likes and comments, I am more than happy to keep on doing stuff like this. So in this, I guess, mini series, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the random start position mod, which goes ahead and, you know, it does what it says in, the name. It sticks every single legendary lord in a random start position, which should completely change up the way the campaign is going to be played, because, you know, you're not going to have this situation which we were used to seeing of the dwarfs just hitting turn 70 and completely wiping out the orcs, because they're going to be in different situations. So we're going to be able to see all these different factions fight one another. Now this time I haven't gone ahead and grabbed the no confederation mod, but I think I'm definitely going to do that next time, because I feel like far too often everyone just confederates and it kind of, you know, just nullifies the whole random start position because everyone's kind of scattered around everywhere and it kind of kills a lot of the fun. I want to see, you know, if Ungrim wants to go on a tear somewhere, I want to see that. I don't want to see him then suddenly just become part of the dwarf. So I think that's something I'm going to do in the future, is just use the no confederation mod. I'm also going to be trying out something a little bit different in this video, where I've actually recorded all the simming of the turns and I'll just speed them up in the background and then we'll jump into the save and look at what's going down. So yeah, let me know if that's something that you guys want to see, and let's just immediately jump in and yeah, check out the start positions. Okay guys, so we are now in the campaign. Everyone has been allocated their starting positions. You can also notice there's a lot of ruins around the map where the factions, there just hasn't been enough factions to go in that position, but I'm sure we will see, you know, people picking them up fairly quickly. So some of the most interesting start positions down here on the right hand side, we have the Skaven clan securing this position, and they're going to probably take these ruins really early on, so we could see a huge push in the Skaven. The last defenders have just kind of moved over a little bit, nothing too crazy. The vampire coasts have swapped coasts, funnily enough. I think the Tomb Kings as well have gone a little bit northwards with the vampires. We also have some of the Skaven infesting the Dwarven Mountains. I mean, that's a grudge if I've ever seen one. And we also have the Orcs as well, holding a large portion of the Northern Mountains as well. But I mean, Skaven seem to have done a great like job of like just consolidating their power compared to everyone else, right? They've got all of this, they've got this, and I believe they also have another stronghold somewhere else. I mean, that's Pestilence right there. But I mean, overall, I think the Skaven have it pretty well off to begin with. The Empire have also been pushed up into the Vampire Count land. They've taken Temple off and Esson, and I'm sure they'll take Draken off if the Orcs don't get there first. So the Orcs have been moved up to this position right here to go ahead and hold their line. The Vampire Counts have been moved over to the Empire. They are currently infesting Knoll. The Dwarves of Thorgrim have taken Carrack. They've actually taken a Carrack, which is kind of cool for the Dwarfs. You know, they can't go too far away. Marienburg have been moved over. We do actually have a couple Bretonnian lords in Bretonnia. However, basically the whole of the woodland, the woodland area is not great. The Yoke of Ages is burning. We do, however, have some Wood Elves still left remaining, and I think the other Wood Elves are all the way up into the Chaos Wastelands. Yeah, the main Wood Elf faction is up here of Orion, and they have quite a few provinces to begin with. Oh yeah, here's the other Skaven faction I was looking at. We also have Morathi over here with another Dark Elf faction, so Morathi starting over in the top right of the map. And then we just have a few other factions scattered around. We've got Vlad and Isabella down here with Sturland. And I think that's everything crazy. One of the interesting things, though, over on this side of the map, definitely, is the fact that the High Elves are actually still in Ulthuan. I mean, it's infested with... I mean, that's actually really cool. I never noticed that when I was simming these turns. Tyrion is actually alongside his brother. You know, Tetlus has just taken the capital, which is hilarious. There's a lot more Dark Elves. Malekith is right here as well, so it's going to be a big fight between Malekith and Tetlus and Tyrion. We do also have Belegar. Belegar has gone ahead and taken refuge in the Phoenix Gate to the north, and also the Shrine of Cain as well. So, you know, we're going to have some Dwarven Elven action, which is going to be pretty cool. Over on the other continent, we have the Bretonians securing a nice little power hold for themselves. We have Mazda Mundi down here in the south, along with Skarsnik. We have one of the vampire counts right here. I think this is the Red Duke. And then finally to the north, we have more high elves. I believe Ilariel. Yeah, Ilariel's up here as well. That's kind of about it for important factions. So, like, one of the things which I kind of found annoying about doing this campaign is just, like, you know, just a lot of these kind of minor factions would confederate, and then it just kind of give these major factions a much bigger power base than I wanted. So definitely next time, I think we're going to be using the no confederation mod, like I said. I think it'll just make, you know, it much more interesting. And if that sounds like a good idea, let me know in the comments. So let's go. Okay, so we're 100 turns in now, and I think the world has changed dramatically already, just simply 100 turns in. All the factions have gone ahead and grabbed as many of the ruins as they can, and I think one of the biggest things is that Ulf 1 Malekith has been completely smashed by the High Elves. Teclis and Tyrion together were just too superior, and they've taken a lot of territory. Now, I don't think Teclis is at war with Belegar. No, Belegar and the High Elves have a little agreement not to fight one another, but I mean, they've taken this away from them, but maybe that was taken by a different faction. I mean, Belegar is just chilling up there, not doing anything too crazy, I guess trying to avoid the wrath of the High Elves. In the south, we can definitely see that Skarsnik, oh my god, he has taken a large portion of territory and basically boxed Mazda Mundi into a corner right now. The Bretonians have done okay, taking a few provinces here and there, but nothing too out of this world. To the north, Ilariel, again, doing what she does best, just securing territory left, right, and center. We have a few Norscan and Dark Elf factions up here as well. The Wood Elves have definitely pushed out over the 100 turns, taking a few extra territories, along with the Skaven and Morathi in the Dark Elves. Have secured a lot. The Empire have done a great job. I guess now that the Empire don't have to deal with the vampire counts, they can kind of really just flourish. I mean, Skaven are gonna replace the vampire counts as they've taken, you know, Clan Pestilence. I mean, just Skaven in general. Look at that territory right here. We have Queek and we have the Skrolog right here. You know, Clan Pestilence doing a great job. And there we go, Carrick 8 Peaks. Is that the man himself? The man himself in Carrick 8 Peaks. That's awesome that he's there. That is really, really cool. So we actually have the Skaven really taking a lot of territory in the north. And obviously if they confederate with this faction and then both of them, that'd be pretty scary. The Tomb Kings have kind of secured a nice little power grip for themselves here with the Last Defenders and also the Dwarfs doing okay. Look at, is this Townburg right here? Is this Townburg? I think it is, right? Oh no, Telebekland. Yeah, Telebekland. All the way down here in the bottom reaches of the map, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that's kind of the interesting things. I mean, as well, you got Marienburg doing a pretty good job. The Wood Elves, though, have secured their provinces, though. That's kind of nice that they've taken back the forest. You know, obviously that's where their home is, so it's kind of cool. And also a Stalia, look at that. This is a Stalia, isn't it? Stalia have taken the southern realms as well, aka Spain. But yeah, things are looking pretty interesting. If we go quickly just take a quick look at the strength ratings, we can see who the strongest faction is. So it's going to be Tetless, followed by Clan Moors. The Greenskins are apparently the third strongest faction, which is, I kind of find hard to believe. They only have 5 provinces, but apparently they have a lot of armies. So, I mean, hey, who am I to complain? Followed by a few Tomb King factions, obviously Cetra, we have the Empire. And then the High Elves are a little bit further down, surprisingly, considering, you know, Tetless is so high, but I guess he is carrying the torch for them. So again, let's just jump ahead another 100 turns and see how things, change. Okay, so big moves by Ilariel. Look at that. She's basically secured the entirety of these Chaos Wastes to the north. We also have Tetless invading some of the Norscan territory, as well as bringing up an army. Is this Tetless himself? No, this is not. This is a prince. Are they princesses? Or I can't remember what the female lords are called for the High Elves. I think they're maybe princes and princesses. But yeah, there is someone in here. They're obviously going to be probably duking it out with the Dark Elves, who have also secured a lot of territory, along with some more Skaven. I mean, look at that Skaven land right now. They definitely hold a large land mass, but they're not alone. You know, the Greenskins have done a good job, and without the Dwarfs to put them down, I wonder if they're just going to continue on doing what they, do, and just killing a lot of people and, causing havoc with their war armies. Maybe. Ulthuan hasn't really changed much. The Crooked Moon has moved northwards, taking out a large portion of Bretonnian forces, but it's going to be a matter of time until the Crooked Moon actually do run into the High Elves, and then they probably turn around and absolutely bitch slap them back into where they belong. Which is, going to be very, very cool to see how that one does pan out. Besides that, though, nothing much has really happened besides the Empire only having, like, 3 provinces left remaining. They hold some strongholds up here in Marienburg, and then they also only hold, where is it, right here, Karak Kadrin, so the Slayer Keep. They're looking to try and keep up there, but we do have Azag, the Slaughterer, probably going to descend upon that fortress very, very soon. And I mean, if Azag doesn't, I'm sure the Skaven will. I mean, look at that. I got some pretty good lords already straight off the bat, and they're the man himself leading them. I think at this point we can probably just stick on character names as well. I mean, it's a little bit messy, but maybe you guys can pick out a few of your more interesting factions that you guys want to see. I mean, Mazda Mundi surprisingly hasn't really done much. compared to all the other factions. But yeah, I mean, not like crazy things happening, not like any major factions being wiped out yet. However, the Greenskins and the Skaven and the High Elves are kind of really starting to steam ahead a little bit. I mean, Colfrans is not looking too great. Yeah, Ulf 1 is, 1 and 2 right now, the High Elves, and then, so 1, 3, and 5 is where the High Elves are. It's probably going to be a High Elf win so far, but, I mean, we've seen in these campaigns many a times things just completely turning on their heads. The Greenskins have pretty good odds as well, so... You know, literally, I feel like anything can happen, because the amount of times we've seen the Empire go down to one province and then all of a sudden they just come back and have the entirety of everything. You know, all it takes is a few strings of good battles and everything is back on. So yeah, another 100 turns, let's go. I mean, the High Elves are trying their best to go ahead and give the Empire some, some power. However, the forces of evil, I mean, the vampire counts right now, we have the Greenskin, the Skaven, who have just completely taken the south. I mean, the only bastion stopping them from just completely dominating this area is the Tomb Kings. And I imagine these factions are at war with one another. Oh no, they're actually a defensive alliance. What the hell? I mean, the Tomb Kings are at war with everyone, probably because they're allied with the Skaven. That's hilarious. So this entire quadrant is just allied. I don't think we can see, which is kind of annoying. Oh, I guess we can. There we go. We can see like that. And then it kind of goes away. That's unfortunate. We can't see everyone's like diplomatic relations. That would be really cool if we could. But yeah, there we go. This entire bit is kind of allied. Are the Greenskins... yeah, the Greenskins are also military allies with the Skaven down here in the south. So this entire section is allied. Are these guys allied with anyone? And these guys are defensive allies with Clan Moors. So we basically have another good versus evil fight coming on our hands right now. That's awesome. That's really, really fun. I mean, if we look around the rest of the map, we can see that the Wood Elves are still here, the High Elves. We have the Empire, as I said, taking back land. It seems to be the case. The Wood Elves breaking out around this area. Belegar hasn't declared war on anyone quite yet. The Crooked Moon have been pushed back as well by some of the Dwarven factions right here. This is a Dwarven faction. We even have some Tomb Kings over here as well, breaking their way in. We'll quickly take a look at the balance of power as well to see what factions. I mean, nothing crazy happening. I think it's just alliances being formed more than anything else in this part. So Clan Moors, after confederating with everyone else, is going to be first. with 62 cities as well. They actually have more cities than, you know, the whole of the elves combined, I think. So Tyrion has 31, the Tomb Kings have 20, the Empire have 19 somehow. I don't know where they've got all of them from. Alariel has 25. So I think this is turning up to be a very, very even match when it comes down to settlements and power ranking with the two sides, and it's kind of cool. I think what we're going to do though, we've only got 100 more turns to look at, but what we're going to do next time is I think we're going to stick on the chaos. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to wait. We're going to wait until good versus evil kind of prevails itself. And whoever wins that, then we'll stick on the chaos as a ladder mod, so everyone declares war on everyone. I think I might use that mod from the get-go as well, and just see, you know, this is total war, random start positions, AI only. I think that'd be kind of cool. This is why the Confederation thing is just so dumb, because look at this, Alariel has just, you know, confederated with Tyrion, and now the High Elves are just absolutely ridiculously big. I mean, granted, they are still kind of far away from everywhere else, and Clan Moors have taken the advantage of taking the entirety of the Wastelands. The Greenskins, though, have just been smashed in by the High Elves looking to take the Border Prince's territory right now. Tetlis has gone south, supported by the Lizardmen, and have secured all of this. I just feel like the good auto-resolves are just so much better. So maybe there are other mods to balance auto-resolve a little bit, which would be great to use. I'll definitely take a look at them. But as we're leaving it right now, I still think the forces of evil definitely don't have the advantage. I think I might use the Chaos as a ladder mod straight away next time, so that everyone just fights everyone. Because, you know, at the moment, I think the High Elves are just going to easily just secure the rest of his territory, so they can get everyone to fight one another, like, immediately as we do the next episode. Then I think that'll make for a really, really interesting campaign for sure, you know, instead of just the usual High Elves coming in and taking people out. But the fun thing, though, that hasn't happened in this one is the Dwarves have not got big. They've finally confederated, I think, with every other Dwarven faction besides this one. I think this is Zifbar right here, and they haven't confederated with them, and they're still not that strong. Although when they have confederated with all the other ones, they normally get really strong then. But, you know, who are they going to fight? I guess when we stick on the Chaos is the ladder mob, which makes everyone fight each other, we're going to start seeing if the dwarfs are going to grow big, because obviously the dwarfs won the previous, I think, 1500 turn plus time lapse. So yeah, it's going to be fun to see how things develop. There we go. That's going to be the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Do please let me know what you thought of the new way of doing these videos, where I just stick, you know, the 100 turns condensed into, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes of it just speeding through with some cool music on the background. Do you like that? Would you prefer me to talk during that? Just let me know. As I said, these videos are very much a work in progress, and I will see you guys in the next one.